All right, there we go. Okay. Hey everybody, hope you guys all had a fantastic day today. The market was definitely all over the place, but we got some good news here. Loki says hello as he gives me a little shoulder massage over here. He's a little upset right now, Loki is, just because I hired some people, like I pay people to do my yard, and he doesn't like them at all, so he's constantly growling and patrolling the house when he sees them. Yet when he goes outside and sees them, if he knows them, I guess he knows these guys, he'll usually want to play with them, but today he's in guard mode duty. So, hey Nicholas, hope you're doing well. Hey, I am broke, happy to see you back, and hey Dead Talk, hope you guys are all doing well. Today guys, for me personally, it actually went pretty well. I did some copy trades for everybody. I did maybe about 15 or something trades. I won the majority of them, but I lost 3, so I was about like 90% successful today off of my day trading, so that was really nice. I enjoyed that quite a bit. As far as today, I've been kind of preoccupied with all this news going on. It seems the debt crisis seems on getting like more tumultuous. It just seems like nothing is getting done, but the clock is still ticking. We hear things aren't going well, then they're just going on course, like, you know, they're just moving along, but they're not going well. Back and forth, and today was the first real day I think we saw the market, or maybe yesterday, we started to see the market kind of get ticked off a little bit about that. Now, what happened? Everything went down today just like it did yesterday, but NVDA after hours just went absolutely seismic after the earnings. Huge earnings beat, all powered by AI, and they launched a massive guidance for later on this year, so you know, this could send the NASDAQ up a huge amount later on, so we're going to be talking about that as well. Today has been a day packed full of news. I listened to Ron DeSantis on Twitter announce his presidency. So I keep on thinking I hear vibrations, but it's literally the people outside the window cutting the yard and stuff. So I listened to that for a little bit. He seemed like he was going to be bringing, like, you know, Florida type, the way he ran Florida to across the country, it looks like. It looks like a lot of people tuned into that one as well. So now we have another person hopping into the election for the primary. So that was pretty interesting. And then there was just also some small little bits of news that I found interesting today, more local stuff in Seattle and Tacoma. But it's been a very busy day. I wrote a script. I'm going to be making a video after the stream is over, and then I'm going to be recording the video, stuff like that. I went to go buy my mom and sister some hot dogs, and I bought them some ostrich pepperoni. That was a good thing today. And then after that, I bought myself some teriyaki beef ribs. And then I also bought myself, well, I guess I didn't buy this for myself. I bought cubed steak meat for Loki, and he's been munching on that nonstop. And then I bought Loki some frozen pet food from them that has a whole bunch of meat and stuff ground together, and he likes it on top of his kibble, so he's having a pretty good day today. But yeah, overall, guys, today was still pretty good. The market's still kind of iffy. I was kind of hoping that Bitcoin would actually go up even more, but it just seemed like even with the NASDAQ futures, and I'll show you guys this here in a second, even with the NASDAQ futures kind of popping off, we really haven't seen Bitcoin follow along, and we've really just seen this this disconnect between the NASDAQ, the SPY, and Bitcoin. They're all kind of just going in this wacky way, which is kind of interesting. So if I go back here to my main page, I just want to show you guys this very fast. And hey, Nico, happy to see you back. And hey, Pertu, Gorgon, if I mispronounced your name, I apologize. Hope you guys are all doing well. Let me find this very fast. Yeah, look at. So with NVIDIA's huge earnings spike, I'll show you guys the chart here in a second. The NASDAQ futures are up 1.42%. The S&P futures are up 0.42%. The Dow is still looking down at this point in time. However, everything else is still looking fairly good after we kind of had this wild day today. One thing right here is Fitch puts United States AAA rating on negative watch, citing debt ceiling fight. They better get this figured out. I still think they can do it, but man, if they don't, you know, every day, you know, all of our worries just gets a little bit. We all worry a little bit more. So, before we get started to the charts, I did do some trades today. How do I want to do this here? I don't think I ever get on this ranking page, or I hardly ever do. Let me see. This is 175. Yeah, I'm not on the ranking page. But again, I guess these people have like 87%, 100%. I think I have like 90% or something. Crypto Mason's there. I think I'm only on the follower profit or something like that because I don't have a lot of followers. Yeah, I'm right here. See? Okay, so I did a few trades today. A lot of them are me trying to buy this dip that we saw earlier off of Bitcoin. So maybe if I go over here, let me just make this larger. Let's go over here to 50-minute chart. I was trying to buy a lot over here during this dip, and then I kind of sold them off around here. I was hoping we might go higher, but all of a sudden we had another dip here. So, you know, I'm glad I sold them off. I took a few losses here because I sold them off a little bit earlier, but I was really just hoping we can continue to go up. But ever since we had that breakdown and we kind of consolidated a little bit more sideways, I kind of gave up on the plays for the short term. But let me go over here and show them to you very fast. Okay, so we had a one loss right here. A lot of these are just smaller wins. I guess a 9, whatever. Another loss over here at the very bottom, and then another loss right here. And so all the trades I did for today started right here in the middle. So these are all trades from here going on up. All of these trades from today, all of these trades from today, and they went pretty well. All of them were your normal $100 bets with 10x leverage, so nothing too crazy going on. But for those of you guys that follow me with your own risk and analysis, it looks like you guys made some good money today. If I go over here to followers, gosh darn it, sorry guys, the guys doing my yard are just being very loud. So if you guys hear that right now, I apologize. There's no way you guys aren't hearing that right now because I can see it on my microphone, so sorry. But basically, everybody's still doing pretty well here, and I'm happy about that. So far, guys, I've done 100 trades so far. So today was my 100th trade. I've won 87 of them, and I've lost 13. But still, despite that, still walking with a profit here, which has been pretty cool. Or profit for you guys, I would say. So good here, kind of growing the portfolio nice and slow. So now that we got all the news away, now that we got all the copy trading stuff away, I've been happy with those so far. Let's get out of this. Go over here to NVDA first of all, just because this has been some crazy news, guys. NVIDIA has just been out of this world. Let's see. And hey, Larry, what a crazy short squeeze. I bought a bunch of NVIDIA after hours. NVIDIA short went up 200 billion. I can be patient. Wait, earnings were less than last year. Yeah, what do you call it? I sold off, tomorrow during market open, I'm selling off the rest of my NVIDIA out of my retirement account. It's had an amazing run, but it's just gone like too high for me. I'm selling it, taking that profit, and just holding it in cash for something better because, wow, NVIDIA has just been out of this world. Like, look at that. This is NVIDIA. This isn't a meme stock. This is NVIDIA having a massive pop. Now look at the daily. We talked about the breakout that happened. You guys could have had the trades here, depending on what you guys are looking for, but we've been on this uptrend for a while. If we just go over here to the 4-hour chart, I know it looks a little bit crazy, but now you can see how much of a spike we're at. Maybe if I just go right here. I mean, this is wild. I'm just hoping by tomorrow it's somewhat still above like 350, 360. I'm selling all of my NVIDIA because if we go over here to the weekly chart, the current price is, let me go over here very fast and just add a little marker down with the magnet tool. Current price is right there. Weekly chart. NVIDIA is at all-time highs, guys. If I know I can stretch this out a little bit. 2016 behind my head, 2020 over here, or covered right there. Look at that. We're up here. We're at all-time highs. This economy, to me, like, they're going to sell a whole bunch of chips due to AI, but eventually everybody's going to have enough chips, and I think there's going to be a massive problem here in the future for them. But short term, wow, huge win for NVIDIA, having a really good day. That CEO is probably very happy with the way he's been running the company. As a shareholder, I've been very happy with it. But I'm going to scale out about 95%, 90% of all of my NVIDIA holdings tomorrow. There's nothing I'm really going to be... it's exceeded expectations. It's been actually very crazy so far. So I'm not going to be really doing too much with NVIDIA going forward. I'll be waiting for it to come back down. Because you know it can come back down very easily. Remember, guys, back over here, from this high to this low that we saw, NVIDIA came down 68%. I'm going to wait for a big discount like that again. Maybe it won't come back down all that way, but as it comes back down eventually, once it starts coming back down maybe more than 30, 40%, I'm going to start dipping my toes into it ever since we had this big inverse head and shoulder here. You have the head, shoulder, and shoulder broke out, and it just kind of went on. And this is a weekly chart. This is a massive head and shoulders play, so keep an eye on it. But whoosh, my gosh, NVIDIA, wow. Was not expecting that at all. I knew their earnings might be okay because of some of the AI stuff that we're talking about, and I've been talking about this AI bubble, but their forward guidance is monstrous. So hopefully they're able to continue growing, but my gosh, it's gone up to a point where I feel like I have to take money out. I just have to. There's no reason for me to continue holding on to this. This blows past any price targets that I had, and that's why earnings are so much fun, I guess. Okay, let's go back over here to Bitcoin and whatnot. Okay, so what I want to do very fast here is, why is that? Okay, sorry. I'm so distracted by the noise of the people doing my yard, but it's not their fault. It's just me not being able to concentrate, I guess. So if you guys look at the daily moving averages here, we weren't able to break out above the 20-day moving average yesterday. That's what I was hoping for. Today we got smacked down with the rest of the market. Let me kind of zoom in here just a little bit for us. Okay. Yeah, you guys can definitely hear that. This is going on. NVIDIA is a short ETF. I bought a few hundred shares. Check that chart. NVIDIA 957. I can check it out very fast. NVDS. Bear daily. Oh wow, yeah. I mean, this thing is most likely going to just crash in the morning. I mean, this thing is going to go horribly. Like, does this have after hours? Oh, there it is. Yeah, after hours went from 14 bucks to 19. I not know what, $9.79. Yeah, that's, oh god, nothing's looking too good these days on the short side here. You could even see the head and shoulders play that was there a while ago, even though that looks like the ETF is a little bit newer. But yeah, Larry, it's definitely been coming down here. Let's go back over here. Bitcoin daily. There we go. Okay. So we weren't able to break back above that 20-day moving average here. That kind of sucks. I was hoping we might have a way to move up above that. Looks like not. When we go over here and check out the NASDAQ also had a bad day. I know we have a green candle, but you can clearly see it's below where we were yesterday. SPY down. Dow Jones down. Dow Jones finally broke down here. It took a while. Let me go over to the magnets very fast. This is on a weekly chart, but I think we should be fine anyway. And let's just extend this out to the right. There we go. So this is interesting. The Dow Jones finally broke down, but we did not break down below the 200 daily moving average. So that's our last hope. Maybe we can hold on to the weekly charts, but excuse me, guys, break down on the daily. We'll have to see. But you can definitely see we are gaining more weakness here on the overall market. But NVIDIA could just cause the NASDAQ to rip tomorrow. Meanwhile, the Dow Jones and the SPY both come down. And we haven't really seen this much divergence between the major indicators in quite a bit of time. And if I go over here to the weekly chart and just kind of show you the weekly chart for the SPY, right? Just consolidation, right? Here's the weekly chart for Bitcoin. Going up, straight up. Now we're having a little bit of weakness, but still overall going up. Dow Jones going down sideways slightly. And NASDAQ ripping up here. I was hoping that Bitcoin might fall to NASDAQ and we might be up to $30-something thousand by now. Apparently that's not the case. Even going over here to look at Ethereum. Ethereum's consolidating. Ethereum is looking like it wants to break down on the short-term trend that we were watching yesterday. Oh, in fact, it did break down on the short-term trend here yesterday, yeah. Broke down here. It's been consolidating ever since, and every time we try to break back above, we've been getting knocked back down pretty handsomely. Dollar index, which we've been talking about here. Dude, the dollar index is gaining strength here. You know, we had talked about this, I guess, yesterday, but really going back in weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks, even when it was all the way back up here, you know, we had a good shot of breaking down, but no, now we're coming back up in full force. The dollar index is, it's showing some remarkable strength here when you thought it, when I thought it would probably give up by now. Anything else here that we should talk about? Not really. I mean, watch out for the stuff like Pepe. Pepe's still been coming down for a while now, ever since it kind of reached those all-time highs. If it does start breaking down below this support level, then Pepe is really just going to be doomed for the next few months or so. Stonks, this thing is already like a Pepe. It already just fell down completely. Now people are just becoming bag holders, unfortunately. But kind of watching it bit by bit by bit. Let's go back over here. Now, on the weekly chart for Bitcoin, before we start going over some of you guys' questions, we are still holding above the 200. I'm still okay with buying at these levels. I'm still hopeful that we can have somewhat of a rebound here as far as Bitcoin's concerned. That's one of the reasons I ended up buying a lot of longs today, even though I sold them off with a like 90% profit or something like that. I'm just hoping that we can try to hold this this 220 weekly moving averages. If we can have a pretty decent rebound back up to $28,000. Again, if not, what did I say yesterday? We're going to be down like $1,500 in a week or something like that, or $1,500 in a day, or a couple days. We almost were down like 1,000 points at one point in the day, so we were definitely hitting that kind of scary point. But I am still hopeful that we can manage to hold above the 200 weekly moving averages here. If we don't, I'll be very, very, very disappointed. I think what's messing me up a little bit here, even though I guess I got the trades right, I'm really hoping that somehow these negotiations can just get done. All of a sudden, it seems like the progress is really just not happening. And because, if you guys don't remember this, I think it was a good thing ultimately, but it does cause a problem for us, I guess, in the short term here. When, not Mitt Romney, what's the guy's name? Not Mitt Romney, not McHenry, McCarthy, excuse me. When McCarthy was elected as Speaker of the House and he got the votes, one of the contingents, one of the things he had to give away was there's no more bills where you're going to have a massive bill shoved through the House without having a little bit of time to read it, which I think is a really good thing. But as soon as the bill is made and decided upon and it gets put into the House, we have to wait 3 days, okay, for everybody to have a chance to read it and go over it. And I like that a lot. But after that's done, only then can we vote on it. So there's like a 3-day pause. So if they don't get this bill done by the end of the week, that when that 3 days comes up and you have to have time to write the bill and stuff like that, it could cause a lot of chaos and confusion. Now, everybody's been saying that this X date that we were kind of expecting, where the America where America runs out of money, everybody's been saying that this date is June 1st, but it seems like there's a possibility that could be June 2nd, June 3rd, June 4th. You know, we're kind of not entirely sure because it really just depends on how we run out of money, how fast we run out of money here. Let's hope that they can extend it just a few more days, because right now, guys, we're on the 24th. And I don't know if I have a calendar tool on TradingView. I don't think I have one that I want to show you guys. But if I can I pull this up in a way that looks big? Does this work? No. No, it doesn't go even larger. Well, basically, guys, the first is next Thursday, which is about 8 days away from now. So we have to have the bill done probably by Friday or Saturday. Maybe Saturday at the latest, because then we have a few days, but then it has to go through the House, and then it has to go through the Senate, and if the Senate decides to change anything, it has to go back to the House, and if it gets voted down in any chamber, or the president vetoes it, we're most likely going into freaking chaos mode right now, chaos mode in the future, and woo, well, that'll be a fun time to be alive. But we pretty much have 8 days left, and I think progress is being made, but I don't think it's being made fast enough. I don't know how long it's going to take to draft a bill, though, so that's also going to be something here. And hey, Discount Killer, happy to see you back as well. Thanks for being a member, as always. Same with you, Larry. Let's see. What do I think about China legalizing crypto? I didn't even know China legalized crypto. I've been looking too much about their COVID policies here. Let me check this out. Did they legalize something in particular? Because I've been so busy about what's been happening here in America. So hold on a second here, guys. I got something in my pocket that's cracking my legs. Oh, keys. I've been watching like DeSantis said there's going to be no centralized national digital currency if he becomes president. And DeSantis said something. Oh, sorry, look, I didn't mean to. When I tap on the table like this, he's like, "Oh, dude, I gotta come running because I might be getting something for yummy." And I think he also said something about protecting the rights of Bitcoin holders or something. So I think cryptocurrency may be a larger part in this election than I thought. Usually I don't think people really care about cryptocurrency. Everyday people, I would say, we're kind of weirdos for looking at crypto, according to the mainstream. Here's something. Okay, so China's Central Television airs crypto segment in rare move. Let's see. They aired a segment on the adoption of cryptocurrencies in Hong Kong. As reported in the segment, Hong Kong regulators have made final preparations for the trading of virtual assets in the special administrative region and will accept applications from virtual asset trading platforms. Oh, that is interesting. That is very interesting. This is good. This is showing a good movement towards cryptocurrencies in the future, because even if it's a small chunk in China, I think they're just looking for a way to make money off of it, but also have control over it. So I would say this is something that's maybe not so great in the short term or medium term. It's good, but it's not like fantastic. I think in the long term, though, this could be a really good sign for Bitcoin holders, because that means there's so much more money that can eventually pour into the markets here. And, you know, it almost comes up to the point where if we're all buying crypto right now, then eventually Asia is going to be helpful in the pumping up Bitcoin. That means just a lot more money can be pushed in there. Now, I don't expect a whole bunch of people to have access to Hong Kong markets, so to speak, but in the future, I expect them to be a great help for us. So maybe by the time we have the next altcoin season and stuff, it may be a little bit of a help. But it's probably going to be more of a factor during the next altcoin season, not the next one, like the next one, the one after the next one, I guess you would say. But looks really good. I'll have to look more into the article though. But that's surprising news, very, very surprising news. But it's happening in Hong Kong, which is a little bit more lax from regulations as far as China is concerned. I am hoping we can have some really good moves coming from them though. What are my thoughts on Elon talking about crypto today and mentioning Dogecoin as his favorite coin, but he says he wouldn't advise people to buy crypto? As far as I understand, I think I think Elon Musk understands that there's probably going to be some type of recession and some type of major dip, and he's probably just doesn't want to get people to buy something that he thinks is probably going to go down in value over the next few months or so. I think he felt a little bit bad, and maybe the what do you want to call that? He took a lot of flack for Dogecoin going down, even though he really didn't do anything. Just a whole bunch of shorts decided to go pow on it at the same time. I would say, I think he just wants to be more cautious about it, honestly. You know, as far as how he promotes it and things of that nature. As far as, my gosh, those people doing my yard are just, it's loud. I have noise canceling headphones, but I think I can hear them through my microphone going back into my ears. Tesla owns Bitcoin. Tesla owns cryptocurrency. I'm fine with them right now. I just think he's afraid that the market's going to be going down. He's been kind of vocal over the past... Sorry, guys. He's been kind of vocal over the past few quarters, I would say, about Jerome Powell over-tightening. And I think he thinks there's going to be real consequences to how much Jerome Powell has tightened over the past, again, few quarters. And I think he's just kind of preemptively telling people, hey, probably not best to buy crypto. I think during the next altcoin season and next bull market, we'll have a lot of Dogecoin memes and stuff like that, especially as how he plans to use it for the payment system. But I think when Elon Musk talks, he's not really talking to people like us that kind of have been in the space for a while. I think he's usually talking to people that have no idea really what crypto is, and he doesn't want them to toss money in there, watch it go down 20% or 30%, then panic and sell, those type of things. But I'm not entirely sure. I would assume, I didn't hear that part, so I was listening for the whole thing because I give Loki some dinner. But I'll have to look into it to see more of what he was talking about. But it's not going to stop me from buying Bitcoin, I would say, because I'm pretty sure Elon Musk has a pretty large Bitcoin wallet, maybe Ethereum wallet, probably a Dogecoin wallet too. I don't like grass-fed beef. My too thick T-bone smells like grass. What do you call? I saw some really good steaks today that I really wanted to buy, but they were like $20 a pound. They were like some massive tomahawk steaks, looked really good. But I'm trying to budget right now. Like I normally budget, but I try to like sometimes I just like say, okay, well, fine, it's a couple $100 extra, fine. You know, you're just like, okay, it's not gonna kill me. Since I'm taking my mom to Las Vegas in a couple months, I think I'm gonna decide on July. I've been trying to budget to make sure that I can get everything we need to do, because what I've realized, I've been planning everything out for this trip. So I'm buying me and my mom First class tickets to Las Vegas on Alaskan Airlines, since Delta doesn't allow us lounge access unless we're going international, dumbos. Alaska first class. We're getting there probably around 11 o'clock or 11:30. We're getting picked up by a private car, with a private SUV, so my mom doesn't have to get down into a low car like an Uber or something like that. You know, just don't know sometimes. We're going to pay them to take us to the Aria Hotel, which we'll be staying at. And then from there, there's going to be a scooter waiting for us. We're going to have a scooter dropped off. We're going to walk around the Aria Hotel until our room is ready. And then I'm going to do the $50 trick, where I think it's $20 trick, but I would do 50 because it's Aria. Smack a $50 bill in between my credit card and my debit card. My credit card and my ID, excuse me. Give it to them, and hopefully they can get my mom and I a nice little upgrade there. Otherwise, we're going to stay in, like, the standard 2-queen room or something like that. Then we're going to go out to a steakhouse at the Bellagio called Prime Steakhouse for the first night. Second day, I'm buying us buffet tickets. She wanted to go to buffet at the Bellagio. And then we're going to be wandering around Las Vegas in hot weather. I'm going to be buying us some waters and stuff like that, suntan lotion. We're going to take a little bit of time to go out to the pools at the Aria, which are really nice. I was just at the Aria, I think, back in March. Was not as nice weather, I'll tell you that. It rained. And then we'll go walking around Planet Hollywood, Flamingo, all the places. I think we're going to go to the Venetian as well, so she can kind of see the nice marble and all that type of good stuff. And then that night we're going to go to dinner, I think, at Dim Sum somethings. Like, you have the little dumpling areas where they have like the steamed dumpling boxes and stuff. She's never had those before. She's never been in Vegas before, so I think she's had them before, just not in Vegas. I'm going to go there. It's a really nice place. And then the following day when we leave, because it's only a 2-night trip, so she can come back for dialysis, we're going to go out for breakfast in the morning, have a nice breakfast, have a nice check out, have a nice lunch. I don't know where yet. And then we're going to give back. They're going to pick up her scooter from her. We're going to get picked up by the car or the SUV. I think it's probably like it's either an Escalade or a Suburban. Just like a large SUV to get picked up, so my mom doesn't have to. My mom is 6'4". She does not want to get too low. And then we're going to go back to the airport. First class flight back to here. And then we're going to come say hi to Loki again, because I'm going to miss him so much while I'm over there. So it should be pretty good. Okay, now while I've been talking, just so you guys can see, Bitcoin has been taking a little bit of a dip here. We still haven't broken from the lows of last night, but you can definitely see we're getting closer and closer to the $26,000 level. If I were to use this, and if I was to put the 200 daily moving or weekly moving averages on here, this is what you would see right now. We're currently playing around with it, okay? We've come down below it before. That didn't really, we kind of bounced off of it. If I come back over here and I do the weekly again for the 20, can I squeeze it back down? There we go. Kind of watch out for these two levels at this point in time. We're getting really close to having a larger breakdown. I'm hoping we don't. I'm still hopeful that we can have a big move. But it seems like no matter how good the NASDAQ is looking right now, and I think I showed you guys this a few minutes ago, China Central Television, go over here to CNBC. NASDAQ futures is up almost 200 points. And Bitcoin ain't doing anything. Bank of Korean holds rates for a third straight time. Asian markets mixed. S&P is up 0.5%, and the Dow is down 0.17. What do you call it? Bitcoin does not care apparently about this. What it does apparently care about is how the dollar index is continuing to go up. So watch out for that dollar index. Things are getting a little bit more spicy here. And the Fed minutes have been talking about us, maybe doing hikes for maybe one more time, but more hesitancy against doing it. Okay, so that dollar index here looks like we may go up a little bit more. Hopefully we don't break this cycle of higher lows, or lower highs that we've been having. If we break that cycle, things may get a little bit more chippy in the future. Okay, let's go back over here to Bitcoin 15. Or you can actually look at the daily chart very fast. Remember, these two are weekly. This one's daily. But you can definitely see how we're testing it out right now. I'm hopeful that we can kind of have a bounce off of it. There we go. Please let us bounce off of this. Please, please, please let us bounce off of this. All right, let's go back over here to chart. And let's go back over here. Then I'll tell you chart. Let's go to there we go. Back over to the chart. There we go. And Bitcoin's getting pushed down a little bit. So what we can do is we can actually put a little bit of a line here from yesterday's low. Go over here to the 5-minute chart, 1-minute chart actually. And we can watch this play out here and see if we actually break down below yesterday's lows. Because if we do, there's probably going to be a little bit of some stop losses right around here. They're going to trigger and dump us back down below maybe $26,000 or so. Let me put a little bit of a text. There's an attempt at it right there. Lows. Okay, let me just skip this because somebody's already attacking it. I was going to try to make a whole spiel about it, but there you go. Somebody just dumped us down right there, dumping us down even more. This is a 1 minute chart just so you guys know, but I can do the good old 1 second chart. Yeah, so they broke us down pretty well here, pretty well. And you're seeing the majority of the market also have a fall down here. Oh, there's those stop losses hitting. Ouch. Oh. Yeah, they got us. Man, I was really hoping we could have a nice little return here. Now we're starting to really break down below the 200, and we're closing into the 20 weekly moving averages here. Hey PHX, sorry, I will finish mowing the lawn soon. I know, guys, it's so loud, but they're good people. They're really good people. But yeah, it's landscapers. Sorry, guys, they're like really loud, but they're really good at their job. And I told you guys a couple days ago, it was getting annoying in my grass because the sun came out of nowhere, and it just kind of caused the grass to just go all of a sudden. And so I really needed them to do it, and I thought today would be the best time, but I just didn't expect it to be so loud. So freaking loud. I have my window cracked open because I have an air conditioner that goes out the window, so that's why it's like extra loud. But like, my gosh, guys. All right, let's go back over here to the 5 minute chart. You can see dumping. All right, hold on. There you go. Changing the title of the video to Bitcoin crash and NVDA pump. Alright. Tall grass. Yeah, don't go into the tall grass or long grass. This is a 5 minute chart, and you can definitely see we hit those lows right here. Let me prop this up over here. Let's go back over here very fast. Let me pop open here very fast. Is the dollar index pumping up or anything? The dollar index is going up, but not as much as Bitcoin's coming down, but you do see the difference here. So Bitcoin is definitely having a little bit of a tough time. Let's go back over here very fast. All right. Let's move this over a little bit. There we go. Okay, hopefully it's going to be something like this where we kind of bounce back up just a little bit here and things kind of cool off in a hurry and we don't have to keep on coming back down. But we've already broken down from these supports here today, it looks like, or yesterday. Now we're looking at our next support level being something more over here towards 25,171 or so. Let me go over here very fast. All right. Oh, and hey Nico, and hey Gabriel, happy to see you back. Litecoin, Ethereum, and CZ tweeted something about the China legalization. I mean, it sounds like good news. I would want them to, let me go back over here to the 15-minute chart. I would, let's go 5 minute. I would like more exposure for people to be able to buy cryptocurrencies because that means it's better for all of us. I just have no idea how good the news, if it's really good news or not here. Mowing the lawn with a chainsaw? I don't know what they're doing. They're like, so they cut the yard, and then they also like do the blow stuff. I don't know what the heck they do, but they're really good at it. My family's had them for years, been paying them for years. They're really good at it. Yeah, but landscaper, yeah, they got some tools. They got a whole big white truck. Where they're good at it. And hey, bro, science, happy to see you back, man. And hey, PHX, a little bit of liquidations, a little bit of the fear going on with the entire market. So the entire market kind of took a dump today. We should have a really good rebound with NVIDIA tomorrow, though, because with the NASDAQ tomorrow, excuse me, because of NVIDIA. NVIDIA's up like 25% or something incredibly crazy because they had a really monster earnings play, which has been very, very good to see. Now, right now, Bitcoin's just kind of breaking down. We've talked about this a little bit as far as what we've been seeing from oscillators, the momentum coming back down bit by bit. That hasn't been something we've wanted to see, but it's something we've been paying attention to nonetheless. But at this point here, let me go back over here to the daily chart. No, weekly chart. We're really just trying to hold on to some of these levels of support. We're already breaking down today below the 200 weekly moving average. At most, maybe we come back down here to 25,594. But I really don't want to break down below this one because this is where you have one of those really bad weeks for Bitcoin, where as much as we like these really big pumps, Every now and again, we have one of these really, really big dumps. This is FTX, so I'll leave it alone for now. But like a big dump like this, a big dump like this, a big dump like this, or 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 this, where it's not necessarily like, you know, it feels crazy when you're in it, but in hindsight, it's like, oh, that was a good buying opportunity. But we really don't want to have one of those larger moves, because the last time we had a larger move like that on a weekly chart, we dropped down like 9% in a week. We could easily do that this time as well. But I'm hoping with all this news that we had with NVDA, it may be enough to kind of give us a little bit of a pump. Now, I'm gonna get out of this. So I was actually planning on doing some trading here tonight when it came to copy trading. But I just closed a couple of copy trades because I don't have enough time to pay attention to them. They were bought down here, and I kind of sold them right up here. I think one was a profit, one was a loss, and they kind of balance each other out a little bit here. But I don't have time for it, so sorry for it. You guys make just a few pennies or something like that from a trade. But I don't have time to pay attention to it at this point in time for the copy trading. But yeah, so keeping an eye on everything going forward. Here, let me go back over here very fast. Let's go here. There we go. Okay. Okay, looking okay. Yeah. But overall, guys, we did just see that big dip there. They're trying to attack us down. I'm just hopeful that we can still bounce back up. Hopefully that may happen when the market opens up. But my hospital made me start training for dialysis. I feel bad for your mom. What they go through, I feel for you. You're doing well helping her out. Yeah, Jonathan, she's getting a lot better. We're hoping to have her kidney by next year or so. And then she'll get a kidney, and then she'll be able to kind of walk and do her stuff her own. But even when she goes, like my family's going to Hawaii this August, I'm not going with them because I'm watching Loki and the Cat, and I'm spending my money on Ecuador trips now because I skipped my Nicaragua trips. I probably should have sold those little copy trades a little bit later, but that's okay. I didn't have enough time to pay attention to them. But basically, yeah, once she's good, and then I think it's just more of all the pills and stuff you have to take too. The less time your body has to be on dialysis, I think the better for it. Like if you guys ever go on it, or you guys ever going on it, make sure whatever your eating habits are that got you in the place to have to do dialysis, or not even eating habits, just body, do whatever you can to make sure your body is like perfectly regulated, because it seems like it sucks. At least that's what my mom tells me, and I believe I believe my mom about that. And hey, bro, science. Oh, I already said that, but happy to see you back again. Borla is going to run on this economic spike. I brought more long-term calls today. I'm only buying 10 at a time, not going too crazy. Hey, it's nice to kind of leverage in there a little bit. Man, I really did sell too much. See, I had limit orders right down here that I was going to pick up, and I just sold them off over here a little too early because I was worried about streaming with you guys. But that's okay. We're seeing a nice little rebound here. Let's go back over to the 15-minute chart. We can see we did make a new low right here. I'm watching the charts on both of these very fast, and it seems like everything's working out. I'm wanting to add more Ethereum. What's a good buy zone? So didn't Ethereum just break down? Yeah, okay. So you can see on this 15-minute chart, broke down, retested, then we came down even more. 4-hour chart here. It'd probably be around 1771. It looks like this kind of low point of this. Oh, excuse me. This is 1743. What's the 1771 at? Oh, it must be this point. No, what is this? I do not know what that is. Okay. Excuse me. It would probably be in this buying zone right here, the top of which is kind of around 1742. Towards the more of the bottom, you're hitting more of 1686 or so. I don't know what... Oh, this is going back from over here. Let's just adjust this over for now. For short term. You could really buy in this zone if you want to be a little bit more greedy here, especially since Ethereum just broke down here. We're kind of heading back down to that next level of support, which is around 1743. Like I just said, if you want to buy around there, that could be your first little nibble in. Otherwise, you could wait a little bit longer to see if you can get back down here towards 1720 or so. Really, anywhere in there is fine by me. Because when you look at this on the daily chart, you can take away the short-term short opportunity for you, and you're looking more at this now. You know, we've been having lower lows here, lower low here, lower low here. Maybe we get one more lower low, then we kind of bounce back up. If you're looking for more of a reason to really be buying into Ethereum because, wow, we're kind of on the good momentum side where everything's going up, probably have to wait a little bit of time before we start really breaking out of this. Or you might try to preemptively buy if we break out above this situation here. But be careful if you buy here and we don't break out here, it may come back down. Just, you know, have a stop loss kind of set up in there. At this point, 1743, maybe moving that back down to 1720 or so. Doesn't seem bad. New low here, new low here. Let's pop up some oscillators. MACD already had the crossover. That was a false signal right here, but I guess this is Ethereum. It kind of follows Bitcoin, doesn't it? 4 hours already had that crossover here. Yeah, look at that crossover. Yeah, right there is where it got signaled that the cross. Oh, no, right here it did. Yeah, right there it did. And ever since then, that crossover in the 4-hour chart definitely been bringing us down bit by bit. We already kind of broken down below that one as well. Yeah, I mean, 1750, 1740, 1730, 1720 is kind of as you get more and more, you can kind of load up on it. It would be more of an opportunity to be scaling in at this point. Let's see right here. I would take the opportunity to probably buy some in the short term here, probably over the next half an hour though, if you wanted to nibble in. Have that stop loss there, but your stop loss is all the way down here towards 1690 or so. Which is why I'm so okay with just kind of waiting to see if you can buy it back down here into this zone. Let's go over here to the weeklies. Oh yeah, and we have an opportunity to bounce off of that 20 weekly moving average. We haven't been in contact with that since the banking crisis, and then back over here January, with the beginning of the year. So we haven't come into contact with it too much. We do have this big bearish crossover looming as far as the MACD is concerned. On the Lux Algo oscillator down here, you can see that we're kind of in that overbought territory, but nothing too crazy. We've just started to shift over to something more bearish here. That was on the weekly. That happened this past Monday. It looks like it was 10 days ago, 9 days ago. Daily, I guess we shifted a while ago to being in the red. Haven't really looked too green so far here, but let's go back down here. 15. Yeah, I would still be okay with buying around these zones. And how's the dollar index looking? Is it giving us some ground again? No, the dollar index just keeps on going up. My gosh. There we go. No, double click. There we go. 1 hour chart. Yeah, the dollar is really crushing Bitcoin right now. And there you go. You have the 1 hour chart. We still managed to hold support, but you know, it's definitely not been the most pleasant of times for us. There we go. Okay. And hey, GT, happy to see you. Pulling your chain, Mike. No big deal. Oh, for what? Oh, tall grass. Oh, yeah. No, don't worry about it, guys. I'm not too concerned. I'm more concerned that it's bugging me and not so much that it may be bugging the show or something like that. It's just like personal stuff because like it's just annoying to me. Because this microphone is it's a Shure. Hold on a second here, guys. It's a Shure microphone. How do I do this? Shure microphone. Yeah, there we go. From Sweetwater. This thing usually makes my voice sound a little bit more quieter. I paid a pretty penny for this one, I think. Yeah, right here. It's like $400 mic. This is where you see all the big dogs and all the podcast people have these type of microphones. But they're really, really nice, and I really do enjoy it quite a bit. But yeah, I am still getting used to how loud this thing and how crazy of a good microphone this is. But I want to make sure it's not picking up too much. Because I could turn down my mic like this. Like I'm talking. I can do a whole bunch of cool stuff with it now, but I'm just not. You know, I'm one of those guys that has some nice stuff, but I don't really utilize it as much as I should. I'm that guy. That's kind of how my whole life works. Although I do enjoy it quite a bit. Give me your thoughts if a crypto bill comes out. Do you think the market will boom or dump? Depends on what the bill is, really. I would say most likely the market would dump because I don't think the bill would necessarily be really great. But I think the largest volatility would come on the day of it getting voted upon in Congress and or passed, the president signing the bill if it really did get passed. At this point, I don't know if there's really a bill that's really chugging along through the House and Senate like this actually has really good chance of getting passed, because everybody right now understands that there's a bad taste in Congress's mouth because of Sam Bankman-Fried, and every influencer and the mom would be yelling at Congress saying you're influenced by Sam Bankman-Fried if they put up a bill that is not crypto friendly. And I think they're just kind of worried about that going into an election year. I think we may have a bill, but it may happen in 2024 or 2025. They may have some attempts here, but I don't know if any of them are actually going to get passed by Congress. There may be some local crypto legislation state by state, but I don't think that usually has enough power to really move the markets too much, so far at least. And hey, Tanker, is my mom really 6'4"? Yes, she is 6'4". She is much taller than me. I'm like 5'11", maybe like 6 foot, maybe. I'm over 6 feet with shoes, but I'm below 6 feet without shoes. So what do you call? But yeah, my mom is 6'4". She is tall, tall, tall. I don't think I have any pictures of my mom, maybe with me. I don't know. Maybe I can go to Facebook. I don't usually take pictures of me next to my mom too much because I'm usually the one taking pictures of my mom when we go out and stuff. Let me go over here to Facebook very fast. Let's go over here to photos. Yeah, these photos are all from when I was in college, when I was in El Salvador, when I was in New York, when I was partying on boats, Loki, hunting, Las Vegas. Here's my mom with Loki. There's me at Tyler's wedding. Me at Las Vegas drinking beer. That was a long time ago, though. Me in Las Vegas looking like an asshole, but also having fun. This is me a long time ago. This is me such a long... This is like years and years ago. Me shooting guns, because I'm cool like that. Like, that's an old version, old shotgun. Fishing, barbecue... I don't think I have any pictures of my mom. They're all on my iPhone, and my iPhone doesn't really upload here anymore. Me fishing, yeah. Montana, where it's very cold. Shooting trees. Making mushrooms. Drunk people when I used to work at the bowling alley, falling asleep on cars. Skiing. Up in mountains. Skiing is not my talent, but I like to do it anyway. German guns, because my friend's dad has a German collection. Hunting deer. This is the room I stayed in Las Vegas. See, Vegas. I had a really nice room when I stayed at the Venetian. It was huge. Had a guest bathroom, which is kind of weird. Yeah, I totally forgot about this. Yeah, there's a view of the Wind Golf Course. There's me having fun. Guns and trucks in Montana. Visiting Philadelphia. This is museum stuff. I don't have any pictures of my mom on this one, I don't think. I mean, there's Loki looking all dirty and stuff, but this is from a while ago, last year. This is when he was a puppy. Yeah, he's grown a lot since then. This is his teenage years here, eating whatever you call that stuff. Those pup cups. Taking my mom out to sushi. I don't know what this. No, what was that at? This is long. This is such a long time ago. Fancy shakes, beer. Me holding a fish in the absolute worst way possible because it was just too freaking slimy to like cut up my finger trying to pick up the pike. Elk hunting. I don't really put pictures on Facebook, but yeah, like I'm like 5'11". My mom is like that tall compared to me, so her head's like up here, like way taller than me. But yeah, she's that tall. I don't bisque holding money. I won this money in Vegas. I was very proud of myself. Friends party. That was a friends party. Oh, they had people there. Almond Roca. Where? I don't think I have a picture of my mom on Facebook. Except for the one I just shared earlier. My bad mustache days when I was just learning how to grow a mustache. But yeah, yeah, my mom is 6'3", 6'4" though. I think she's 6'4", but I think she can see like hunches now. She's like 6'3". But yeah, she's tall. What's cheaper, Nicaragua or Ecuador? Or should I say cost effective? I would say Ecuador is much cheaper, but for me, Ecuador just seems like a nicer place to live. I've been there a couple times. I didn't really think about moving down there because it was kind of a little bit further down. But as I kind of look at it, it feels nice, and I do like it quite a bit. So if I do this very fast, MS, here, let me show you this very fast. And right now, guys, Bitcoin's still consolidating, so we're still good on what we're talking about now. Let me go over here to my bookmarks. Moving, I want to go to, let's go to Ecuador Shores Realty. This is not the city I'm going to move to. This city is at the top of Ecuador, excuse me. So it's up here, not the top, but like the top beaches over here. I'm moving down here to like La Libertad or Salinas. Yeah, see Salinas right there. But this place up here is probably the most advanced and newest place if you want to have a very nice place, okay? So, like, let me just find something that looks kind of cheaper, on the cheaper side. Let's go to minimum of 2 bedrooms, date, price low to high here. Let's hit search. Okay, so let's go over here, 175. I'm just looking for something around 2,000 square feet because that's like the minimum I kind of want for a house for me and Loki. 1,800, 15. Okay. So this is probably not the nicest one here. Let me just find something a little bit nicer, actually. I've looked at all these, I'm pretty sure, before. 1,000, 15. We can go to this one. This one's 1,500 square feet, $219,000. It's a penthouse bargain, I guess. 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 1,500 square feet, 2 floors, 3 terraces, appliances included. Asking $219,000. Nice place. You have a view of the water, everything. Nice little place. Looks like there's 2 floors, one for like living area, one for like, you know, bedrooms and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, nice. I mean, even the cribs had a waterfront view. And then you got your terrace right here. So I don't like the colors outside, but that's fine. But you got a view of the water. You can sit out there and do stuff. $219,000. I'm fine with that. Now, for me, I'm going to be moving into something more like this, but I'm not moving in here right away. I'm moving to the mountains for a little bit to hang out with a friend that I have there, really make sure I want to live here for the long term. And then after about a year, I'll buy a house, or more likely a condo, but they do have really nice houses as well. I want a ranch style house in case my mom wants to live with me down later in life. So she doesn't have to walk up the stairs and stuff like that. Ranch style just means it's 1 floor, but a nice house. If I go over here and I type in Salinas, and it would just basically need to have a residential sale search. Oh, here it is. View type. We need a beach view and an ocean view. And I can just type in penthouse from here. Yeah. Okay. So if I wanted to go cheap, can I decide how when it was built? Okay, doesn't matter. Here's something that's cheaper. So this is $270,000, and if you guys live anywhere near Seattle, where I do, or Tacoma, you just know you're saving a lot of money just by this. But $270,000, 3,000 square feet, 4 bedrooms, 4 baths, a view right there of the water, nice outdoor. Again, I'd find something probably a little bit nicer than this, and again, it'd probably be a house, but a nice condo. Oh yeah, that'd be perfectly fine for me. You got little bars, you know, nice little ovens, whatever. I'd probably want something a little bit nicer than this, but still, it works, and it would be so cheap. Meanwhile, you go over here to Zillow around Seattle, Tacoma, everything's too expensive. Maybe even going something like, what's something that's a little bit nicer here? But no, it's $1 million house. 450, here's something for 450,000. This is 5,000 square feet for $450,000. 5,000 square feet. Now this includes terrace space, I would assume. Look at that. Sit down, enjoy the view of the ocean. Oh boy, doesn't that look beautiful? Nice big place. You have a wine cooler in there, ovens, everything you'd want. And the house has come furnished, so you guys keep all the furniture. You pretty much just take a suitcase and you head down there. You can get them to take everything out if you want to buy everything, but I mean, heck, the guest room could be still there. I don't have to pay for that stuff. I'd probably just get a new bed for myself, but look at that. $450,000. The house I'm living in right now is worth more than $400,000, I think. And it's does not have a beach view. It has a forest view. It is not a lot of land. So, you know, it's a 3-story amazing home. The one I like though is the, I don't know what it's called. Ecuador Ranch House. Ranch House Real Estate, maybe? Countryside? No, not Countryside. I don't know how to describe it. But basically, what I'm probably going to do here is, let me go over here to Discord very fast. I think there's a way, there's a... Amelia, this is a Discord group that's all about moving there. So somebody was telling me about Yapa Tree. When I went there though, the website wasn't working, even though it had worked for me in the past. So I wonder if it's like under maintenance or something. Properties, long-term rentals, apartments for rent. Yeah, it's not working for some. There's usually lots of apartments here. I've shared them with you guys live on stream before, but basically, god damn, what was it? Here, hold on. Okay. Ecuador residential lease, Cuenca. This is a mountain town. Okay. Where was it at? Here we go. So they have this one right here. It's a 5,381 square foot house. Upstairs, basement, and all that type of good stuff. I'd have to check it out before I actually move into it. But it's a pretty nice big house. That's $800 a month. If I wanted to go luxurious, those $2,800 house. I used to pay for this type of house and apartment. This is for an apartment in Seattle, and you can get that whole house. I wouldn't live here unless I can convince some YouTube friends to move in with me, so we could have like a YouTube little party house going. Not so much a party house, but just a house going. But normally I just get myself a nice $700, $800 apartment that's really nice and luxurious with security 24/7, and just, you know, good Wi-Fi. That's all I care about, really. I'm not too picky here, but yeah, things looking pretty good so far. But I would say Ecuador is much more cheaper. Nicaragua is probably going to be a little bit more expensive, mostly because it's closer to America and more people have been moving there. And hey, Nico, your wife said that 35-year-old and she has 2 kidneys doesn't work. We were just signing her up in the donors list, and she's also going to start those. Make sure, the one thing I've realized with helping my mom out, there are a whole bunch of things you need to do before you get a kidney. So you have to be strong enough. You have to make sure like your body can physically survive the surgery and stuff like that. Now, your mom's probably, or your wife's not probably as bad as my mom is, but whatever the doctor says, like, don't be afraid to go talk to a nutritionalist, give them all the data on like your wife, and have a meal plan prepped out so it can make things a lot easier. And find ways to make food that she should be eating that she can't maybe eat because of dialysis, like phosphorus type foods and stuff like that. Make sure to find alternatives so you guys don't actually end up going back over to eat them, because like my mom can't have certain stuff because it's just not good for her anymore. And you know, so you know, plan that out. Make a plan and stick to it. And if the plan's not working, now I can't give like marital advice and everything like that, but you know, make sure she's okay with how things are going. And if she doesn't like it, change it. Because the easier it is to kind of go through your day-to-day life, the much simpler it's going to be, because once you start going on dialysis, that whole day is like a recovery day. So you're up, you already know it's going to be a bad day. You know, what I did is I bought my mom Apple Music I got all these streaming platforms for her so she can be comfortable. I got her a heated vest so she can wear it in case she gets cold there, because the rooms are very cold to keep everything sterile inside the dialysis places. When you guys travel, make sure you guys can plan for your insurance to pay for the dialysis abroad, or wherever you guys are at. Usually, when mine was in Hawaii, my mom's every 2 days, my mom's getting dialysis in Hawaii, and they're there for like a week and a half. So it changes the way you have to live your life, but it doesn't have to make things like miserable and stuff. So just make sure, listen to your doctor, ask a whole bunch of questions, and then when it comes down to food, really, the food is a huge part. Now, I don't know if she has diabetes or anything like my mom does, but you got to keep everything like leveled off. Like my mom has iron pills, all types of medication, just all types of medication to make sure everything's balanced. And that's why when I go out and I treat my mom to certain things, I take my mom to eat sushi, because sushi does not mess with my mom at all. I have to make sure it doesn't have asparagus because she's allergic to asparagus. But I'm taking her out to Las Vegas. We're there. My mom's normal dialysis schedule is like a Saturday, Tuesday, Thursday. So we're leaving Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and we're getting back on Tuesday. She's not going to go to dialysis Tuesday, but she's going to skip one day, then she's going to go Wednesday. That way she can get back on her normal schedule. But there's a system you have to get in place, but once the system's down, it'll be fine. Just hopefully it's not as bad as my mom, because then you have to do more day-to-day shifts and stuff like that. Luckily my mom has me to kind of help her out with the finances and stuff like that. But don't miss the doctor's appointments. Go to your doctor may visit her at the dialysis place. Always be upfront about what's going on. If there's pain or if there's any type of thing that she feels is wrong, like, talk with your doctor about that. And if you feel like they're still not understanding the severity of what the point you're trying to get across, like, do a hold up. We need to talk about this again. It's still not getting better. Sometimes doctors just say, oh, it's okay, it'll get better, but it doesn't get better. Tell them, because a lot of times you're one of many people they're dealing with, and sometimes it just so happens that they just kind of forget what you told them. And I learned that quite a bit with my mom, because my mom was pretty timid as far as the way she tries to interact with her doctors and stuff. Make sure you're there to back her up if she needs something in terms of like, hey doctor, we noticed that this pill has been making her sick, or it hasn't been working out too well for us. What else can we try? And they might say something to try to get you to stay on the medication. They're like, no, what else can we try? And if you do want to stay on it, stay a little bit longer and listen to them. But like, if it's still not working after like a few weeks or something, what else can we try? Doctors are really good. They're very smart. They're much smarter than I. But sometimes they are, I don't know what you want to call it. It's hard to convey the amount of pain or the amount of distress somebody can be going under. And I think people exaggerate all the time, so they kind of have like a little bit of a numbness to exaggeration. So keep track of it. Keep track of it. You're going to do more work than you think you are, but your fiance, or I think wife, or your wife's going to love you for it. She just had an arm operated, waiting to get it cured and start dialysis. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, the arm is usually where you start. My mom's had hers on one arm here, one leg here, and it's on this leg now. Oh, but she also had it on her chest here and chest here. So the faster you can get out of it, the better. Otherwise, they have to keep on moving it because the dialysis port can't stay in there forever. And always discount, Gabriel. Sounds like a plan. How crypto friendly is Ecuador? It's pretty crypto friendly. So you're not going to be spending crypto as a currency. Like, you're not going to be buying things with cryptocurrency. But I can invest in cryptocurrency. I can trade cryptocurrency, and I don't have any problems with that. Yeah, there's no problems there. Nicaragua, no problems with it as well. You're not going to be buying stuff with it. Like El Salvador, they're very Bitcoin friendly, but they're not really crypto friendly. I heard that from the people that actually work at Bitcoin something. The people that talk about Bitcoin, I forget. I've been talking with them on Twitter, but basically, like El Salvador is a very crypto. No, they're not a crypto friendly place, but they're a very Bitcoin friendly place. So all they want is crypto transactions through Bitcoin, but they don't want you to actually invest in cryptocurrencies and stuff like that. It's a very weird thing. But as far as Ecuador, they're good. They're good. I've had to do some research there because I have to be able to trade live. Even if I get a VPN and stuff like that, I have to make sure everything is appropriately done. Let's see right there. Yeah, no worries, Nico. Happy to help you out. It's a process. It'll be stressful at times, but like, it doesn't have to be. Make a plan and stick with it. The plan, nutritionist is going to be key, and just finding some good food. I don't know if you guys have many cookbooks, or maybe you guys are the people like me who have cookbooks but rarely use them. Don't be afraid to go out and about and try to, you know, make some food. For my mom, you know what I do? So my sister, she has bread from the store. I think she gets like Fang bread or whatever it's called. Wonder bread, I don't know. It's a nice quality bread, but my sister has bread for school. For my mom, I make her homemade bread. Every week, I make her bread. It's a very easy process. I have a KitchenAid. You put the ingredients in there, mix, 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 mix. You let it rise. You make it into a dough, or you make it into a shape. Let it rise. Oven. Cook it. Put it in a bag. Here you go, Mom. Here's bread for the week. You know, I think sometimes we forget all the crap that they put in our food. So if you can minimize that just a little bit, it does help out a lot. It's one of the reasons I like to go to the Stewart's Meat place. I just got my mom some hot dogs. So I got her some all beef hot dogs. There's another 100% beef. I got my sister some, I got my mom some stuffed ham hocks, because I know what's inside those, and she, like, you know, she needs to eat more meat, and she also needs to have some more iron and stuff in her body. And I also got my mom some 8-ounce steaks. They're really good, but they're like just little individually wrapped steaks. She could toss them on the grill, toss them on the oven. Like 5 minutes later, medium rare. Easy, easy, easy. Stuff like that. They're not too expensive, but it's basically like where you got to find the place to go. So it's not expensive, but it's a pain to get there. Like I told you guys, I've been going to that Stewart's restaurant here as Bitcoin continues to go sideways here. Stewart's Meat Market, yum. There you go. So, freezer meats, exotic meats, no. From our smoker, fresh meats. It's fresh meats. Beef, okay. So I will normally get my mom these, 8-ounce New York steaks right here. 8-ounce, $6.49 each. I don't know if that's expensive, but I don't think it is. I don't know, because it's each. It's not by the pound, but it's really, really good. But yeah, they have the tomahawk steaks. I told you guys about that a little bit earlier. Otherwise, you can get some flank steak. My mom is a really big fan of the marinated tri-tip roast. I was actually talking about somebody with at the store today about that. Oh, here's seasoned carne asada, $7.99 a pound. That's really, really good. I'd recommend stuff like that. You know, usually it's thin pieces of meat that you can cook for like a minute on each side, and all of a sudden it's done at a high temperature. Though that type of meat is really, really good. But I don't think she needs like to have certain types of meats. This is just something I'm talking about my mom. But prime rib, stuff like that. Find a place that you can get some good quality meat and good quality vegetables. Like I buy my vegetables off of a farm, a local farm. I know it's weird as that sounds, but they're not too expensive. They're reasonably priced. And stuff like that seems to make me a little bit healthier and make her a little bit healthier. Because it doesn't have all the preservatives and stuff. It does mean you go out and shop more, I will tell you that. However, it's nice being able to eat an animal that was just like alive a couple days ago rather than like an animal that was alive maybe like a week ago, 2 weeks ago. You can taste the difference. It's just good. Upstairs right now on my oven, I have probably just about 3/4 of a pound of ostrich pepperoni, which I never had before, but it's good. I have a full pound of, a little bit less than that because I gave some to Loki. About a pound of stew meat for Loki. I have about 5 pounds of pet food for Loki that I put on top of his kibble that's frozen. And I have some hot dogs, and I have some other stuff there. But all that, probably like all the meat shopping I did today, it probably cost about $70, and it'll last about a week and a half, 2 weeks. Especially if you like to do the grains and stuff like that, so it doesn't have to be too expensive. But sometimes I do splurge and get some really high quality cuts of meat. There's no reason to splurge. I just do it because I can. So it's really nice. But yeah, and hey, Ken, good son. I try to be. You should have saw my mom when her eyes lit up when I told her we were going to Las Vegas. Because basically, guys, let me go over here very fast. Where can I find this? And very fast, Bitcoin's just consolidating here a little bit more. I really shouldn't have sold that too early, but who cares? Ugh, I hate myself for that. Let's go over here very fast. Las Vegas Expos. No, I just want because I still gotta book the trip here. Let's go over here very fast. They're having an annual sale, which makes my life a lot easier, so it doesn't have to be as expensive. But I think I'm taking her sometime mid-July or something. Maybe early July, I'm not entirely sure. There we go. MGM rewards. Thanks for signing in. Let's go booking. Let's go to a hotel. I think I even have some comp nights in here, but I think the comp nights are for not good hotels, so I won't use them. Yeah, exclusive rates from 101. Yeah, see the Excalibur, I've never been there before, but I got up to 3 comp nights. I can get 3 nights free there, which is pretty nice. And up to 2 comp nights at the Luxor. Up to 1 comp night at MGM. But my mom really wanted to stay at the Bellagio, but I'm thinking of taking her to the Aria because it's nicer for me and us to like travel more. So like the Aria, let's just go over here. Oh, this is booked up. Oh, okay. So, well, it's actually not too bad. Late July. I don't know. I'd probably have to go earlier July just because of my sister's birthdays around here and Loki's birthdays around here and my grandmother's birthdays all around here. You know, but it's about $174 a night basically, plus a $45 resort fee. So that's maybe something more along the line of like $210 a night for 2 nights. That's not too bad for a nice hotel. And then I could also get some food credit and stuff probably on that account. And I know if you go over here to like Aria Las Vegas, it's a pretty darn nice hotel. See that? See, it's nice. It's beautiful. It's kind of, it's been touched up due to cameras and stuff. Maybe they don't have it like this. Maybe if I go over here very fast to the maps. Layers, satellite. Let's come down from the, yeah. So that's it right there. You got to go down this road. The road is absolutely just annoying as hell. But you go over here. You go through this little roundabout thing. You get off, and then like right on the right hand side in here, there's maybe they can see the desk. Yeah, the desks, the check-in desks are all right there. And then you kind of walk that way, and then you kind of go up to your room and stuff. But it's a very nice hotel. It's a very, very nice hotel. I enjoyed it a lot when last time I was there. I think my mom will as well. And then it's right next to the Bellagio, so we shouldn't have any problems. So we're gonna, I'm gonna order an Uber to literally take us from here to here. And we're going to some place called Prime Steak in Bellagio. I've never been there before, but it seems like it's really good. I think it's called Prime Steak. I think it's somewhere around here. Prime Steak. Yeah, Prime Steakhouse Bellagio. Where's, oh, see, it's right there, but it's hidden because it has no name. Yeah, Prime Steakhouse. My mom is not accustomed to eating fancy restaurant food, but she's going to enjoy it this night. So we're going to have some good food. No drinks because she can't have alcohol. She can only have small sips of wine and stuff, but she can have some sips of mine. And so we're going to have some fun here. She's going to enjoy it quite a bit, and then we're going to the Bellagio buffet. I've never been to a buffet in Las Vegas my entire time I've been there, but from what I hear, the buffets in Las Vegas are supposed to be really, really good. So it's like $60 or something like that, maybe $50. I don't know, but should be really good for the buffet. And we watched the videos the other day together upstairs, and we were basically watching reviews of the buffet. It was really funny, but the buffet looks freaking amazing. They have a bunch of seafood there. It was crazy. And then I think the other day we're getting some dim sum stuff, so like, you know, the steamed buns and stuff, which should be really, really good there. Let's go over here very fast. But okay, but it looks like Bitcoin's still trying to hold. You might want to be buying around these levels. I'd say play it safe here, though. We've already seen that death cross, and we can see how the death cross has already been impacting the market here. I'm hopeful that we can bounce back up, though. I really think we can. I don't know if Bitcoin's just going to follow the S&P or the Dow Jones or what, but the NASDAQ is probably going to have an explosive day tomorrow, and I really want to see Bitcoin have a very explosive day tomorrow as well. But looking at this chart, it just looks like it may actually have to wait a few more days here, guys. Yeah, so I'm watching it quietly, or calmly, I would say. But okay, I'm going to call it a night here, guys. It was a fun day talking about Las Vegas, Bitcoin, dialysis, and all types of cool stuff there. But right now, just be aware, Bitcoin's kind of in a little weird space. We're currently breaking down below the 200 weekly moving averages, coming in close to about the 20-week moving averages here. I'm still hopeful that we can have a rebound here. I'm just going to play it safe, though, and maybe not do too much trading. Personally, I'll probably do some copy trading to try to buy some of these dips up and make some small little plays. But just be careful with them, guys, because we are looking at some external factors, I would say, like what we've been seeing with the debt ceiling talks, what's going over in China with their COVID flu and stuff, or the COVID stuff. Be careful with it. I will have another video coming out over the next few weeks. It's going to be something more generalized, more fun. It's going to be one of those like better edited videos that I pay for. That's going to be really cool, and it's going to be talking about tipping culture. I think another YouTuber I follow did something like it, so I'm going to be talking about when should you guys actually tip, and when should you guys not tip, and then how much should you guys actually tip. So hey, okay, everybody, have a great rest of your night, and thanks Discount Killer for the good night, my man. Have a great rest of your night, everybody else as well. And Loki says hello if he can. I don't know if you guys can see him. Oh, can you guys see him? I can't see. Yeah, he's right. I don't have a treat for you. I'm sorry. Okay. He ditched, but okay.